before, man. Y'all both sound good. I just no phone over here. Doing good.
410, why you say we're doing a good job out there on the Drop the Ball Monday?
Oh, yeah, we're doing great on a good Drop the Ball Monday. We should be working on cars and trucks today, but I thought I might play on my radio and see what's going on in the world of sound.
So I'll leave most of it in the ground, but we'll wait for Mother Nature.
This is Duckhunter. I'm gone.
We'll get our opportunity to get a bit of water over here in the time to come. Ain't no doubt about that. I appreciate you rolling up in there, Duckhunter. Appreciate the bump down in the world of sound. Just like I said, I just wanted to get out there and drop the hammer a time or two, and I heard 799 Hollywood up there. Here, then you come up in there, and Fireball tried to get his name called, so I figured I'd...
What the hell is he talking about? He talking about antennas or talking about his stay on the mall that long? I could stay on the mall, but I don't know if I could stay on the hammer that long and talk about something.
Mobile, man, how about it?
A 799, a 799. You said Fireball was bitching about me for being long-winded out there. I think Duckhunter said that Fireball was on the key saying Motormouthmaul was being long-winded. I can be long-winded because I got him like that. He only wishes he could be long-winded. He'd burn up his junk, ain't no doubt about that. Hello, 799. Hello, Duckhunter. Motormouthmaul working a small ball peen mall. I got down break.
I just can't figure out how fat his watts are. Hey, Duckhunter. You know, when Motormouth Muddy Duck out here, one big fat watt at a time, I can't figure out where his fat watts come from, because I think he's just blowing bubbles under the Santa Maria Lake. I think he's blowing bubbles under the Pacific Ocean. One big fat watt at a time might be under the Pacific Ocean, break.
Fireball's the cause and the reason for tubes getting scarce, because he keeps going through them like water. We're going to put the blame on Fireball for the tubes going scarce and the prices going up. Ain't no doubt about that. He's buying them all up because he don't know how to operate them, and he keeps burning through them like they dug on, like they, what you call, anyway, he's the one to blame. Hey, Hollywood, Motormouthmaul working a small mall. Got down right there, breaking.
Ain't no scarce over here. Hey, Duckhunter, ain't no scarce over here. The only thing that's scarce is when I'm not on the key. And when I'm on the key, that's when nobody hears Motormouth Muddy Duck with his ball peen hammer. See, he's got this ball peen hammer, but it's a tiny little ball peen hammer. And it's a real tiny little hammer because he's under the Convigan Lake blowing bubbles and he needs a snorkel.
A little bit better while you're working that thing on the back end of that thing. You got that 2,500 watts working real good for you. That's a whole lot of watts too, by the way. I can't even remotely do that unless I go on the other channel. But that's okay. I'll take what I get when I get what I get. Hey, Hollywood, you got it going on. Motormouthmaul working the small ball peen mall. And we all know Fireball is the cause of tubes getting scarce these days. I got down. Break up. By the way, hey, 799, I'm going to try something here real soon.
Hey, you need a bunch of berries? You probably fell out of your radio because he turned the channel or stopped keying. That's what he did when I was down there on 6. He thought he was badass, and I kept keying up, talking to all these people. And he done been there and gone, ran to 28. I chased his ass up here.
Too, so we're going to try him out there, Brayden.
He keying, but he went in the grass now. He falling down. Get down. Working through some bare knees and stitches. Get down. Feeding them cake and sandwich. I'm walking through. Get down. down there having some fun with some of these guys down here on the west side. And then Mosquito Man from Arkansas called me on the phone and says, man, you got to get rid of Motormouthmaul on channel 28. I was like, what? He goes, man, the guy's not even talking about anything. I was like, all right, I'll come back up to 28.
Here to the Salton Sea, them cactus sandwiches, he gonna have band-aids and stitches all over his limbs, band-aids, stitches, and I'm getting down, break up.
Shoots, man, we're trying to get over the boys out there. We're trying to get over the mess, man. Yeah, brother Jerry, man.
Talking and talking.
That's a lot of buckets of water, man. Man, that's a lot of kind of bigger rain. When you guys get rain, you guys got cats and dogs of rain. I mean, like, cats and dogs of rain. If you guys do get rain, then you guys get a lot of it.
Band-aids and stitches coming down the line. Ain't Duckhunter, band-aids and stitches getting on down. Cactus Jack with a wave, break up.
Bye, Snake Doctor. 316 with the wave. Snake Doctor. 360 with the shock.
Down there with Duckhunter, so I sit back.
Oh, man, that's the perfect creek to do this in.
Some introduction.
Now, see that it started raining, and now, but dude, you'll be able to throw that thing in. You'll be able to throw that rain.
I'm gonna say.
Too much hassle. Now that the water got done rained and whatnot, man, you'll be able to put that ground rod right down there in the creek and add some wire to it and put it to the top. I'm telling you, man, it'll work a lot better. Your water table and your ground will just do better, 410.
The bigger switches, he gonna hit the both the bulbs and needles, rubber, buddy, bang, I'm gonna get right on through, get down, break up.
You've been heard the world of sound, as always. A799 Hollywood, Motormouthmaul working the small ball peen mall. Right here, right now, I got it.
Hey, Fireball needs a flea bath. 600 degree bath water, get down.
Yeah, well, when the rain stops and it starts to dry up, make sure you clean all the ground rod and all the connections with all the wiring and all that. Mine are all down inside, man. They're not even sticking up out the footing. I mean, I did it all the way to the J-bolts. Really, my J-bolt, the top of the J-bolt and the bolt is ground. So if I needed to ground anything over there, even though all of my chassis and everything, they're all grounded to my footing too. Not just my ground rod over the window, they're ground rodded to the footing too. This whole system here, man, that's why I never get much feedback, because I got a whole lot of ground.
Yeah, that's all. Everything's welded, and like I say, man, my hole was probably about 3.5 foot deep, and I put like 6 foot long down in the earth in the mud, and then I filled my concrete. So I've got a pretty good ground there. So I know it ain't the water table, but it's been 20 years. So 20 years. Those things are probably rusted and all what they're doing. I've seen that now, so.
There it goes.
That other field, can't hurt it.
That's right. Call me dirty old man in Oregon, and I'm back.
Oh, it's going to help because it's going to be in a different water table. It's going to be at the creek. So now you're going to add the creek and all that area to the water table that your pipes and your footing is.
845.
kind of weird. Well, anyway, man, he took a big and 15-foot ground rod, pounded that thing in there, and just took some green wire, just green ground wire, and pulled it in. It was 100 foot away, like 64 feet, like a half a football field or something like that. And brought that thing over to us. The next day, all I heard was his wife, Queen, be talking all day long after they did just that.
A little bit more.
All right, there, Motormouthmaul, 445 back east here on top of the hill. We just got back to the world, got in the shack, and we just want to tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Motormouth sounding good. And I'm going to get off here and
Well, the proof is in the pudding. You can get right in there with 346. You can get right in there with 346, and you know the beam he's got. You helped him put it up, so it gets right in there with the long beams. You just got the double beams.
catch you later.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
I know. I know. On very little watts there, 410.